Hi, I'm Amani.
I'm Humaira.
I'm Damia.
I'm Nori.
I'm Shazlina. So we're gonna talk about thermoplasm.
Come in. Why are you so sad, Myra?
Well, Nori, I'm so thirsty, but oh, my eyes just already melted.
My God, I'm so sad to hear that. But I know a way to solve it. We can keep the initial temperature for a longer time.
How, Nori?
We can use thermoplasm.
Have you ever noticed that how much we rely on our drinks to be at the perfect temperature? Come, let's think about our daily routine. So, as a student, we need that hot coffee for surviving 3 hours morning lecture, or the cold water that make you stay awake. Yes, it's same as a travelers or a parents need a warm water for making baby's milk formula. So, when you don't have a reliable flask, it actually leads you to main problem. First, it hurts your wallet because you have to constantly buy a new drinks just to get them fresh. Second, the quality drop fast because nobody likes a melted iced coffee. It's literally ruined taste. So, because of this, most of people are forced to enjoy your drink instantly. So, here's our flask count to save your day. So, to solve this daily struggle, our flask is engineered with a premium material specific design to lock your drink's temperature. The body is crafted from a durable, quick-fit stainless steel using a double wall construction that encloses the internal vacuum space. So, on the inside, the inner lining is coated with a thin layer of copper, where the top is sealed with a high-quality BPA-free plastic cap and a tight silicone gasket to prevent any leaks.
So now, I'm gonna explain how our product, Thermoflask, prevent heat transfer.
These are three fundamental ways that energy moves from one place to another. First, we got conduction. Conduction is heat passing through solid when particles bump into each other. Think of it as heat moving through direct touch, like particles bumping into each other in a solid. Let's move to the next one. Convection. Convection is heat carried by moving fluid like liquid or gases. This is how heat moves through liquid and gases. You know, like hot air rising. And for the last one, we get radiation. Radiation is heat transfer by infrared wave, which can travel through space. This one is different. It traveling as invisible infrared wave, kind of like the warmth you feel from the sun. It doesn't need any stuff to travel through.
So now, I'm gonna explain how our product, Thermoflask, prevent heat transfer. Basically, Thermoflask has an inner wall and outer wall. Between these two walls, it has insulated vacuum. It means that vacuum means almost no air particle inside the vacuum. So, it will stop conduction because of there are no molecule, means there are no molecule collision between the air particle to transfer the heat, and there are no medium for heat to transfer between this wall. It will stop heat convection too because there are no particle to move around to transfer heat. Next up, inner surface of Thermoflask is coated with shiny silver layer. It will stop heat radiation. But how? It reflects heat radiation from hot beverages or cold beverages into the flux bag instead of allowing the heat to escape. Other than that, it also reflects back heat radiation from outside back to its source. It means that heat cannot transfer into the flask. Consider hot coffee in the thermal flask. Its thermal energy really desperately find a way to escape through a cooler environment. Thus, screw on top will prevent heat from escaping into the environment, and it will stop to heat getting into the flask. It means that the heat will trap inside.
Thermal flasks are designed to keep the drinks from hot and cold for hours. But even the best design, they will have some weaknesses. One of the weaknesses are the breach defect. The flask has two walls. The first wall is the inner wall. The inner wall is the one that holds the liquid. The second wall is the outer wall. This second wall will protect the inner wall. Between this wall, there's a vacuum layer that prevents the heat from transferring. However, at the very top ring, these two walls will connect and form a solid connection. This connection point will act as a thermal breach. Heat will travel through the solid path and escaping from the inside to the outside. Even though the whole flask are insulated, this small breach will leak the energy out slowly. To minimizing this breach effect are crucial, so the engineers will use a low thermal conductivity material such as plastic and silicone at the cap and rim of the bottle to reduce the heat from flowing out. The goal is to make the breach small and as efficient as possible. So, what is the net imperfection, Nori?
Another key feature of thermal flask is the vacuum seal. This is what makes the flask truly effective to keeping your drinks hot or cold. The vacuum acts as a barrier. It stops heat transfer by conduction and convection. So, it keeps your hot drinks hot and your cold drinks cold for much longer.
To keep this vacuum intact, it needs to be sealed tightly during manufacturing. If it's damaged by a crack or bend, the vacuum is lost and the flask loses its insulating power. In a flask with a proper seal, the outside stays at room temperature. But for a broken sealed flask, the outside feels warm and cold, means the heat is escaping. So, the vacuum seal is the invisible sheet inside the flask. It's the reason why your